Hey everyone, and welcome back. So got a couple of things to get to today. A lot more than I was originally expecting, including two titles that I knew were coming, but boy, was the announcement actually pretty fast and pretty close, and I'm actually going to get to those first. As we mentioned a while back, Disney was working on new 4K releases of both the original Tron as well as Tron Legacy, and not only have they finally announced them and have they gone up for pre-order, kind of, but they are actually set for September 16th. So yeah, I mean, talk about a short window. Now currently these are going to be released here in the US as well as in the UK. Now, to my knowledge, the ones here in the US currently are steelbooks only, where I believe the ones in the UK, there'll be a steelbook and also a separate just standard release. Don't know why we're not getting a standard release. Just real quick, where do I even begin? So obviously they're 4K releases. They come with a Blu-ray. Both films have been, completely, remastered in 4K, as well as each film has a brand new Dolby Atmos track. Now with Tron Legacy being a newer film, I think it also has like a 7.1 mix on it as well, which might be the original theatrical mix. Tron, though, does not have the original theatrical mix on it, which is, disappointing. Looking forward to the Dolby Atmos mix, don't get me wrong, but again, as I say a million times, always include the original theatrical mix. So currently, if I'm not mistaken, both steelbooks are $39.99 separately, obviously. I did kind of scan through the extras. It seemed like there's nothing new extras-wise, but there might be some stuff missing from like older releases. I'm not 100% sure. Now, pre-orders have not gone up in a lot of places. It did apparently go up on Walmart and sold out like really fast. As of this recording, it is not on Amazon yet, up for pre-order on Amazon yet. So I know I definitely want to pick them up, so hopefully I can at some point in the next 5 years. And moving on to Severin. So Severin has teased an upcoming box set, and it is a 4K Emmanuel box set, which will have Emmanuel, Emmanuel 2, Emmanuel 3, Goodbye Emmanuel, as well as A Man for Emmanuel. Now, no further details just yet. They kind of posted a little teaser trailer. Because they already posted the trailer, I'm wondering if this might be one of their like Black Friday titles, because they always have kind of like big titles that they release that weekend in November. Not sure, but again, no details, but that is something that obviously is coming pretty soon. No pun intended. And now we get to the Shout and Scream titles for November, as well, and then I'll get to the Vinegar Syndrome titles for the month. Where should I go first? I'm going to jump around just a little bit here. So first up from Shout Studios, we have the movie Spotlight getting a 4K and Blu-ray release. From 2015, Michael Keaton, Mark Ruffalo, Rachel McAdams. So it has a 4K disc, which just has the movie on it, and then the included Blu-ray, which obviously has the movie as well. It has 3 extras. They look like older ones. Uncovering the Truth, Spotlight, a look inside the film, as well as the state of journalism. Retails for $39.98, set for November 11th. And then next up, another Oliver Stone film gets the 4K treatment. This one is the movie Snowden, getting a 4K with an included Blu-ray. From 2016, and it retails for $39.98, also set for November 11th. And this does have a new 4K restoration supervised by Oliver Stone. Ports over a commentary track with Oliver Stone, so it's a 2-disc set. 4K has the movie with the commentary and then the included Blu-ray. Also has a couple interviews, including one with Oliver Stone, 2 with the producers, the cinematographer, and the editor, and then a couple of older extras, including a featurette and a Q&A, as well as some deleted scenes and a theatrical trailer. So obviously Oliver Stone's working pretty close with Shout Factory, or Shout Studios, whatever, because obviously they've put out quite a few of his films already. So yeah, there's a lot more that could use some nice releases. So, and again, that is set for November 11th. All right, I'm going to jump around, not really jump around, because it's like, okay, going to do the Scream Factory stuff first, and then I'm going to do the, because they're Hong Kong ones. They have more Hong Kong ones and ones I'm very excited about, so I'm going to actually get to those last. Save the best for last, in my opinion. So we'll go to the Scream Factory stuff, because there's a lot here to go over. Not really, I'm being sarcastic, and it wasn't even funny. So we have 2 steelbooks that are coming out. They're just re-releases of pre-existing releases. They're just now in steelbooks. One is the Renfield 4K getting a steelbook release set for November 11th, retailing for $44.98. And then the other one is The Howling, the 4K of The Howling in a steelbook, set for November 4th, also retailing for $44.98. And again, these are the same releases they've already put out. They're just in a brand new steelbook. And then finally, they're releasing a 4K and with included Blu-ray release of The Beastmaster, the Don Coscarelli film, set for November 25th, retailing for $39.98. It's going to be a 3-disc set, 1 4K disc, and 2 Blu-rays. And I went through the entire thing, and honestly, unless I'm missing something, it looks like it's identical to the Vinegar Syndrome release from a couple years ago. Like, I mean, literally identical. I mean, I went through all the extras and everything, and there's no word about like a new transfer. So I think it's literally even the same transfer that was on that. Now, so obviously if you already have that one, you don't need this one if you missed out on the Vinegar Syndrome one, though, because I believe it has been out of print now for a while. Great release. So yeah, if you miss out on it, at least now you get another chance. And then that is it for Scream Factory for November. Now, there could be more stuff announced eventually. I hope there is, but so far that's it. And now we're going to get to the 2 Hong Kong releases. And finally, we're getting some John Woo. So we have the A Better Tomorrow 4K trilogy set for November 18th, retailing for $99.98. And then the other one is the Hard Boiled 4K Deluxe set for November 4th, retailing for $64.98. So A Better Tomorrow is a 7-disc set. It's got 3 4K discs and then 4 Blu-rays. Obviously, you know, the 4Ks have the movie, 3 of the Blu-rays have the movies, and then there's an extras disc in there, which is one of the Blu-rays. All 3 films have brand new transfers from the original camera negative, and both will have the original Cantonese mono as well as the English dub mono. And this thing is just jam-packed, so each film has a new commentary track on it. Now for the 4K disc, the only extra is the commentary track. All the other extras are on the included Blu-ray. And so as far as A Better Tomorrow goes, there's several interviews, including one with John Woo and the producer, screenwriter, and a couple other people. And then A Better Tomorrow 2 has 2 new interviews, including one with John Woo. And then A Better Tomorrow 3 has 3 new interviews, and each one also has trailers for it. And then the extras, that disc 7, which again is a Blu-ray disc, has 2 interesting things on it. It has the long-lost A Better Tomorrow 2 work print, featuring over 30 minutes of never-before-seen footage. And it has A Better Tomorrow 3, the Taiwanese cut. So that's an interesting extra. I'm not sure the quality of those. I'm assuming because they're kind of on the same disc as an extra, they might not be the great quality. I don't know if they're coming off a tape or what, but still cool that they're on here. And again, I am so excited for this set. And then the other one is indeed John Woo's Hard Boiled, set for November 4th, retailing for $64.98. And this will be a 3-disc set, so 4K disc, included Blu-ray, and then an extra Blu-ray, which has a bunch of more extras on it. And this one will have 3 commentary tracks, and this is the cool thing. So it has a new commentary track with John Woo, as well as a film historian commentary track, and it ports over the commentary track that was done for the Criterion release, which was back in the 90s. So that's actually really cool. I'm glad that's on here. So that's both the 4K disc and the Blu-ray disc of the movie. None of the other extras are actually on that Blu-ray disc. The third Blu-ray, or the third disc, which is the second Blu-ray, has the rest of the extras, which are a ton of interviews, including with John Woo, actor Anthony Wong, producer, screenwriters, the composer, and a bunch of other people, plus deleted extended scenes and trailers. And yeah, I cannot wait. Now this is going to be in a little bit of a slightly deluxe set. I think it might be semi-similar to maybe like Arrow's kind of deluxe set, because it has an outer case. It does come with a 52-page booklet, although at that point maybe it's not a book. I consider it a book anyway. And then you have the film itself on the inside in its own case. And man, is this exciting. God, I've waited for so long. I can't wait for The Killer, which I'm guessing that one probably will be next year. Maybe it'll be December. Oh, and obviously I should remember all Blu-rays from Scream, Shout, and all that. They're always Region A locked. And just as a heads up, the UK Arrow will be releasing all of these in the UK, and my guess is they'll probably be pretty much identical. You know, the transfers, the extras, and all that, they'll just be obviously available in the UK, so I'm glad that they kind of partnered up for that. Now, the Arrow ones, though, I think there is a time difference, so the Arrow ones may not be out till like next year, but they will be coming. They will be coming. So I'm really, really excited for both of those. And that wraps up the Shout Scream stuff. And now we finally get to the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. So there's 3 like sub-label titles, and then there's 3 regular Vinegar Syndrome titles. So first up, there's one in the Pink line, one in the Cinematograph line, and then one in the Vinegar Syndrome Labs line. So let's just go. So first up, the Pink line is the films of Hisayasu Sato. Might have been close on that one. My pronunciation, I don't know. Anyway, Volume 1 has 3 films in it. Rewind, Lust Moored, and Love Letter in the Sand. And that is up for pre-order for $42.99. And it's going to be a 2-disc region-free Blu-ray set. Also comes with a 40-page book with a bunch of essays on it. A couple of extras. Lust Word has a commentary track and 2 interviews, as well as a featurette. Rewind has a commentary track and 3 interviews, and then Love Letter in the Sand has a commentary track and 2 interviews. Now, so the Pink films, I mean, I'm assuming they're referencing this in Japan. They're kind of, how would you call it? You guys may know more than I do, but they're kind of a little bit more like extreme films in a way. I've seen some of them. I haven't seen these. I took a quick look at the trailer and was like, yeah, I'm pretty interested. So I definitely, because this is not included in my subscription, I did go ahead and order one. All right, next up, let's do the Cinematograph one. It's the movie Gang Related. Up for pre-order for $34.99. This is going to be a Region A locked Blu-ray film from 1997, starring Jim Belushi and Tupac Shakur. And this is a line that comes almost in like sort of that like almost mock book case and stuff, which actually I kind of like just because it's different. Let's see, and it has a nice set of extras. It's got a new commentary with the writer-director, several new interviews, an archival making of featurette, and the theatrical trailer. So, again, another interesting one that they put out in this line. Like, I wasn't sure what to make of this line, but they put out, man, they've jumped around a lot as far as what they put out. Yeah, so moving on to the Vinegar Syndrome Labs one, and that is The Strange Affair, pre-order price for $29.99. This film was from 1968 and starring Michael York and Susan George. And this is a Region A locked Blu-ray. It's got a new transfer from the original negative, a commentary track, a featurette with Michael York, a making of documentary, plus an interview. Yeah, I don't know, it looked pretty interesting. So if you've seen it, let me know what you think. And then finally we get to the last 3 actual Vinegar Syndrome titles. And first up is a Blu-ray set called Bloodstain Italy with 3 movies: Obscene Desire, The Bloodstained Lawn, and Death Falls Lightly. Pre-order for $47.99. This is going to be a 3-disc region-free Blu-ray set. That's good, region-free. And each film has a couple of nice extras, including new commentary tracks, several interviews, including new ones, and archival interviews. And obviously, since these are Italian films, I'm super interested. I haven't seen any of these. God, I know it sounds weird because it's like, you know, I watch a lot of movies. I know there are times where I'm like, I haven't seen this. And it's like, it probably sounds like I don't watch anything, but I swear. But I mean, you know, some of these movies aren't always easy to find, you know, in years past. So I swear, I watch a lot of movies. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to checking these 3 out. All right, just 2 left, and these last 2 are 4K releases. So next one up for pre-order for $55.99 is The Films of Larry Fessenden Volume 2, which has Wendigo and The Last Winter, which obviously they've already done Volume 1, and this will be a 4-disc set, so it has 2 4K discs and 2 Blu-rays. Now the Blu-rays will be Region A locked. Heads up on that, 4K region free, thank goodness. But it is quite a deluxe set, so it's got a nice kind of outer box. Comes with a 40-page book with a lot of essays and a ton of extras. So like on Wendigo, it's got new commentary tracks, including with the director, archival commentary tracks, an archival making of, a featurette, a sales trailer for an animated Wendigo TV series. That's interesting. Didn't even know that was a thing. alternate ending for the film, as well as a video trailer and a sizzle reel and a short film. And then finally, the last winner also has a couple of new commentary tracks. Again, one with the director, an archival one with the director, a feature-length making of, an interview with the director from 2015, some behind-the-scenes footage, and a promotional reel. So as you can see, this thing is just packed with stuff. Have I seen the last one? I know I've seen Wendigo. I don't remember. I kind of feel like I was gonna see The Last Winter, like way back when, and for some reason I never did. When did that come out? 2008? Or did I see it and I just don't remember? Probably. I probably saw it and I'm just like, I don't remember. Well, here's a chance for me to either see it for the first time or revisit it, or, well, I get to watch it. Let me just put it that way. And then finally we get to the last Vinegar Syndrome title for September. Up for pre-order for $44.99 is a new 4K release of the movie The Resurrected, the Dan O'Bannon film from 1991. Was it really that long ago? With Chris Sarandon, and this is getting a 2-disc set, 4K disc, and a Region A locked Blu-ray. Heads up on that. Now, this was put out by Scream Factory back in 2017. And I kind of took a quick look in the extras. I'll take another look in just a second. But as far as I could tell, I went down the list and it looked like all the extras that were on that release are also on this one. But this also has a couple of new stuff, including a couple of new interviews, including with actor Chris Sarandon, actor Robert Romanos, and film critic author Kim Newman. And then the rest, it looks like it just ports over everything from the Scream Factory release, including the deleted extended scenes. And that is a very cool one because, and it also does have, it is transferred from the original negative, while the Scream Factory one from way back when was a 2K master from, I think it was the Inner Positive. So this, I'm looking forward to seeing how this, it should look good, I would assume. I hope so. I think it will. I think it'll look good. And that's it for Vinegar Syndrome for the month of September. So yeah, we'll see what they have for October. I'm expecting some big things. I hope big things. I want big things. Yeah, we'll see. And before I wrap up this video, I definitely need to give a shout out to a couple of you. So first up, on my last video, I got 2 tips. First one from Alfonso Agren, right? Agren? I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. 414 tipped me $65 in Swedish krona, sorry. And he simply says tack, which is Swedish for thanks. So, which I thought was actually really nice. So, thank you so much, Alfonso. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. I really, really apologize. But again, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. And it's always nice to actually, see some of you, are in other countries. I mean, sometimes, and I don't mean this in a bad way, sometimes you kind of forget, like, a lot of these videos can be seen in so many places, and I absolutely love it. I mean, it's exciting to see, where a lot of you are located. So yeah, that's fantastic. And this one I almost missed. I'm so glad I checked before I sat down to record because I finally saw it. And from Don Alkearney, again, I hope I'm pronouncing your name okay, 81, tipped me $2 and said, very disheartening to see it already sold out. The Halloween set from Imprint, that deluxe set, as I would have bought it. And now I will say, and some of you tipped me off actually after the last video, is that they kept coming back in stock. Now, last I checked, it was out of stock. Now, that doesn't mean they won't have more, because the interesting thing, and again, I'm kind of wondering if they're doing what they did with that Never-Ending Story deluxe set, where it's like they did initial, pre-order run, but there were so many more people that wanted it, so I think they just kept adding more and more, because the the limited edition numbered version, then that number kept changing, so it became higher and higher. So maybe that's what they're doing here, and honestly, I would actually love if they did that, because I think a lot of us do want that set. So, and actually, because of you, I actually was able to get one. So again, thank you to those guys. So I do hope more become available, so more of you can get one too if you want one. And he also says, completely off topic, have you heard anything on Mannequin or Weekend at Bernie's coming out anytime soon? Shocked it hasn't happened yet. And I might be wrong, because I know there's I think a production company involved, but I know on release those were 20th Century Fox films, but I think the production company might be separate now. I don't know. So if it is still under 20th Century Fox, obviously that's under Disney, but finally they're kind of starting to license stuff out and put stuff out on their own, but also license stuff out. And yeah, those are two great like 80s comedies. I would love new releases of that. Of both of those. So, in fact, the ironic thing is that the song from Mannequin, the Starship song, the video of it came on last week. You know, it's stuff. So yeah, maybe it's a sign. It's in the works, or it's just a coincidence, or both. Maybe it's whatever. Anyway, thank you for the tip. And finally, I need to give a very big shout out to BMG 501. Who has become my very first channel member, and he did the Physical Media King. So there are two levels, the Physical Media Collector and then the King, two different price points. I think in my last video, I said I was going to do another video to, just on its own to kind of mention that real quick, and I still need to do that. It's still I'm still trying to figure it out. But thank you so much for actually taking the chance, like right out of the gate. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, there's going to be like exclusive stuff, videos and stuff. In fact, you know what? I'm going to make myself record something this weekend and put it up there. Because I kind of have a rough idea what, at least on occasion, what some of them might be. Because if I'm going to ask people for money, I want to make sure they get their money's worth. That really means a lot to me. And it also means a lot to me that, you took the chance on the membership. So hopefully I can make it worthwhile. I really, really, really hope so. And thank you so much for the support. Thank all of you for the support. So that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on any and all of this stuff. And yeah, thank you as always for watching, and I will see you on the next one.